Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to money. Welcome back to plus 2.7 units last week on 3 plays. Our top three went 2 and 1, and we made you money. That's what I'm here for. It's all I'm here for. That's the only thing I'm here for. That's why I got money behind me. I got money with me. Your money just for being here. You're so many you don't even know. I wasn't going to say that. Don't worry. I'll spare you some stupid Vince Vaughnism just for the sake of this video. Have you hit the thumbs up button? Have you subscribed? If you haven't, you're missing out. Clearly, over 90,000 people see value in this. So why wouldn't you as well? All right. We've got 3 plays. We got to get to them. You see above me, I have this thing from Bet365. It's already dipped. All right. So you better jump in while you still can. Now, you may not be one of these states. That's okay. But you can still take these bets. You can still look at plays that were given out. I'm just saying, if you are in 21 or older, 18 in Kentucky, if you are in Kentucky watching this video, you have not signed up for Bet365, shame on you. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Simple. $1, $5 gets you 150 in bet credits. That's it. $5. In fact, I'll even give you a parlay before we get out of here. Number one play. Do. Make a note, make a mental note, write it down, whatever you need. Philadelphia Eagles lose. Now, you're not going to say anything to me. You're not going to question me. You're not going to throw me or hold my feet to the fire, rake me over the coals, or any other stupid phrase, euphemism, anything else you want to throw out there. I know that I'm in Philly. I know that I talk about these teams locally for a living. And you should know that Friday morning, locally here on the Fox 29 affiliate, I was wearing a Philadelphia Eagles sweatshirt. And at the time, gave out the LA Rams to not only cover the spread, but to win. And the host of one of the two hosts of the show, Mike Jarek, ripped this thing right off me. So there's nothing you can say as an outsider that hasn't already been said or done to me. I've felt it. I've seen it. In some cases, I've had my clothing removed. All right. Not willingly, by the way. Talking about Matthew Stafford's hip, I understand that. That's a concern. We have to wait and see what happens with their line. Okay, that's another concern. You have a lineman who could miss, and you have Matthew Stafford who's playing banged up a little bit. The Eagles are skating by. And speaking of Philadelphia, we made fun of the Minnesota Vikings all year last year because they were a fugazi team that just barely got by, barely winning these one-possession games, and it was only a matter of time before they got exposed. Well, Eagles fans here, little shaky, and rightfully so. The defensive coordinator is just as bad as the guy last year. In fact, in some areas, worse. They're giving up a shit ton of passing yards. They're third most in passing touchdowns. It's not good. Matthew Stafford now has Cooper Kupp back. I don't care if Matthew Stafford physically has one hip. He's on one leg, just throwing that thing. You got Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua. If that's not a Chris Russo name, I don't know what is. Just end the impersonations at that point. Number one play on the board, the top play on the board, the LA Rams. Book it. All right? It's a simple proposition, folks. You get them at a good number on the money line against a Philadelphia Eagles team that's been asleep. And they're so talented that they've been able to get by. They beat up on some bad teams. I get it, but they've been able to get by. Nobody's taken away from their record. Nobody's saying that they don't deserve to be 4-0, anything like that. It's just at some point that shit catches up with you. And that's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to catch up to them. I don't make the rules, just following the league. All right? That's the first play. Number one on the board. Number two, here you go. Baltimore money line. This is a same game parlay, folks. Again, we went 2-1 last week, including a plus 280 smash of DJ Moore alt. We are back again. I'm going to take a minus 200 Baltimore money line and combine that under 41.5 same game parlay. Why? Because I love the total going under 41.5 when this opened. If you blinked and missed it, you missed out, just like I did. I couldn't bet it. It was like 38. God, this thing's down to what, 36.5, something along those lines. 38, I'm sorry. If you're going under 38. 3.5 points is a big difference, especially when it moves through such a key number for a total in 41.5. Hey, I'm telling you, if you look at this game more so than anything else, Pittsburgh is simply going to struggle scoring. Their defense is good enough to limit. You've got the Gus Bus, but that's really it, and Lamar in the run game. I don't necessarily believe that Pittsburgh's defense is porous enough to give up a shit ton of yards in the air, nor do I think that Harbaugh and company are going to try to exploit that, even if so. This is a simple bet where we're taking a team that is just better than Pittsburgh. And Pittsburgh may cover this. Pittsburgh may lose by a field goal, something like that, but I will take Baltimore to win outright and under 41.5. That's our second play, same game parlay. Now, I told you, you can sign up. It's a super easy process. It will take you 40 seconds. 40 seconds. And I'll show you this because we have it on OddsShopper. I already built you a parlay on Bet365. Look at that. So again, if you're one of these few states that has Bet365, sign up. If you're not, then you're at least getting a parlay here. Yeah, this is best bet on 365, but take it. 66% EV. All right, let's slow down a little bit because we're betting $5. So we'll take some of the lower EV plays out, maybe even Kittle out. Let's just see what this is. All right, we've got our top 4 plays here for Bet365. It's a $5 parlay that pays out $63.78. All right. Expected win percentage of 10%. Here's the best part about it. If you hit this, you're getting back $213.78. If you miss it, you're getting $150 back. Either way, that seems like a win to me. Either way, I think of that as, okay, that's victory. So now you know you can sign up at 365 here and burn out. You can also sign up for this parlay package, OddsShopper. There's a link below that. It's all good. It's all easy. Fantastic stuff. All right, let's get to the final play here. Number 1, number 3, through number 3, I should say. Number 3, and you already saw it, so hopefully you put it down. It's our player prop of the week, Jahmyr Gibbs. Anytime touchdown. Look, David Montgomery, you want to lay more than 2-1 on a guy scoring? Great. Have at it. Knock yourself out. Jahmyr Gibbs is not moving anywhere as a result of David Montgomery's increased amount of touches. In fact, with the loss of St. Brown, you can expect Gibbs to be more involved in the passing game. You get me a couple of looks there from Gibbs, especially as the defense for Carolina will be heavily focused on trying to slow down Montgomery and that run game, which they can't, they're going to have their hands full. Gibbs sneaking out, Gibbs in swing routes, Gibbs screen, anything you can do to get this guy the ball in his hands from a passing standpoint, alleviate some pressure from the focus on the run game. Gibbs, anytime TD at plus 130. Not to say that he can't take it on the goal line and run either. I'm just looking at Montgomery as the better option, but the better value is plus 130 for a guy like Jahmyr Gibbs. All right. Thumbs up, subscribe. Again, one more time. These are our top 3, and I will see you at the window.